We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Ooh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollersPodcast.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you. We're closing in on the end of October. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Glad to see you guys. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Got outside, touched a little grass, stayed off the social media, opened up your brain a little bit, breathed that fresh air, ready to go. Glad you guys have found us today. Welcome on out. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, I also touched grass. It was nice. I went away, far away from the internet.
Try to avoid the internet as much as possible on the weekends. Just kind of, like dip my toe in a little bit on the weekends, but not the full jump on in thing. Yeah. You know, I think that's it's allowed the show to be a show every day, Monday through Friday, by separating. You know,
especially when you go and look and it's just like all garbage, and you're like, no. I don't need to. It's Saturday. Goodbye.
None of that. No. It's a weekend. The weekend from all the garbage.
Yes.
But, well, look, we got a lot to talk about, though. The internet. Well, that's the beautiful thing about Mondays. There's always wonderful things to talk about. So
explosive.
Yes. Well, let's talk about them with our boy Yellow Flash. Flash, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Pretty good. A little stuffy still. Feel a little congestion around my eyes and my nose. You know, all the yuckiness in the air down here in Texas. It is what it is, you know. The things are changing. It's a little cooler today. I go low 70s, not as low as Guam, huh, Blabs?
Yeah, right now it's like 30 something degrees out.
The fuck?
Wait, let me hear you talk about how 70s is a little chilly.
No, it's
30
pleasant.
Degrees.
Yeah, it's weird.
At least in the 50s where I'm at.
Currently 37, feels like 34. Yeah.
We're gonna have the sweet.
Where do you live? The Canadian woods?
Not Canadian, no.
She's from Guam.
Yeah,
from Guam,
bro.
Flash, Guam. The long running bit for sure. Well, everyone knows I'm from the North Texas area, and it is pleasant outside today. Took a nice little walk, get my steps in. Going for 8,000 steps a day. It's hard when you're sitting down all day, but you know, hey.
How many minutes does that take you? 8,000 steps? I've never counted.
How many minutes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to break it up into a couple walks throughout the day. Take one in the morning, take one in the afternoon, and all of a sudden you're there, you know?
You Texas guys brag about your weather, but I've been to Texas in the scorching summer, and that shit is not fun.
No, you're right. It's not. And I don't think anybody... No.
90 humidity with the sun beating down on you. That shit sucks.
The idea of like Texas having great weather, it doesn't. It has great weather for like a month out of the year, and that's a 2-week window in March and a 2-week window in October, and the rest of the time it's either really, really hot or, you know, really, really hot. So
you don't really have seasons.
I just
not really
walking around in Houston with that humidity, and I wanted to die.
Well, Houston is like the armpit of Texas. It's like if you were to put your hand in your armpit and then go like this, that's what it feels like. You know, it's not very.
It's a very weird, you know, metaphor.
That's what it feels like. Feels like you're walking around in someone's armpit. It's disgusting.
You do that on a daily basis, do you?
Well, no, it's what I imagine. You know, just saying. Anyways, yeah, that's where all the humidity is. So, anyways, we're glad you guys are with us today. Welcome on out here on a wonderful Monday, the last Monday of October 2024. Oh my
God! This year has flown, like flown.
Yeah, it is. We are a mere 4 days away from Halloween. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, we always have great Halloween shows. This year. What?
Don't say what we're doing.
I'm not. I'm just going to let her. Should we tell everybody who's going to be our guest that day?
Yeah, you can.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh no, it's Alex is joining us for Halloween, so
So
prepare
Alex-
yourselves.
Which Harry
Alex-
Potter character are you going to be for Halloween?
Your moms. Okay.
Wow. You know what that means, Blabs?
Oh, am I right? You're going to be something Harry Potter, aren't
No,
you?
I'm actually not. Craig knows. It was my idea like months ago. It's been in the schedule for ages.
So you're going to be the secret agent character from that game.
No. You'll see. You'll all see.
We do have some Harry Potter today. A little bit of Harry Potter today.
We do.
We have people being stupid. We do have some Halloween tips as well, which is I look forward to sharing those with you guys. We have Joe Rogan being throttled by YouTube after his interview with President Trump. We also have a little bit of Today in Mr. Beast. We have some Dragon Age Veilguard news, which the reviews are starting to pop out. And, we also have Blabs just has this on there. Crunchyroll sucks.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the run sheet.
I mean, this isn't new information, but there's more.
Yeah, that's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Shitty Crunchyroll.
Shitty.
Before that, it was not just shitty Crunchyroll, it was also shitty Funimation. And then they combined to make one giant piece of
Turd.
shit.
One giant turd.
Yeah.
I had some friends over at Funimation, and one who used to work for me, and then she moved over there, and she kind of became their social media person. And we visited Funimation several times, but we were only like 10 minutes away from where Funimation's office was, so we wanted to keep a good relationship with them. But the more I learned about that company, the more just fucking batshit insane that company was, and all that came out, just how fucking insane it was. Anyways, you guys can follow
the
us.
whole movement.
It really did. Yes, it did. But we're live over on Rumble, X, and of course you can find us over on Instagram as well, right, Blabs?
Yes, you can find
Monday.
us over there for memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, Craig's just gonna go bananas on you.
Go fucking bananas.
I hope you enjoyed that clip I had scheduled for the weekend where you're just making a bunch of weird noises. Did you enjoy that?
By the way, yes, I did. I actually saw that. Blabs has been uploading things to the Side Scroller Shorts channel. If you guys didn't know, that was the channel that we announced, and then we never mentioned it again. But if you guys do like shorts, you can find us over on the Side Scroller Shorts channel. It's just various like little things that are said on the channel and stuff. And she still hasn't figured out how to make them titles yet. It's the file name .mp4.
No way, is it still showing up like that? Because I do it right on Opus.
Can I wanted to share this with you, Blabs, really quick. Just a total point of reference here. This is how it shows up, Blabs. It shows up Craig on LSD. So as soon as Blabs figures out how to title things correctly.
No way. Bro, okay. Oh, I'm literally seeing it now. What the shit's going on? I spend so much time making titles on Opus, on shorts and everything, and I have hashtags in the titles and everything, and I'm like, this will surely get the clickbaits and everything. And come to realize, Opus isn't actually making the titles go through on YouTube's end.
Well, they're not, but I'll tell you what, they certainly are not. But it is funny to look at when you see.
I didn't know this because I don't have access to the behind on the scenes on shorts, so I can't even see it.
Oh, well, I should probably do that for you. But we have seen it.
Should.
I'll tell you, we have seen an uptick in interviews.
Clickbait.mp4.
I'm looking at the titles right now. Bidet.mp4, Abercrombie.mp4, Jeff on COD.mp4, CODlobby.mp4.
I'm really glad I don't put like N-word for flawed or something.
How are you uploading them?
On Opus.
I don't know what that is.
Gives you like it's an AI like editor program that I use. And Craig also had it too, ironically. We both had it. I think probably because Grant told us both about it. But there's a section where you can edit each social media platform and have it specific. So I do Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts all at the same time, and each one has its own separate category and title. And I put everything in there for specific platforms because Instagram doesn't work the same as Twitter, and obviously Shorts are not the same as Twitter and Instagram. And for some reason, every single time, none of the titles actually go through on YouTube's end. So.
Well, we'll
waste of my time that was. I'm like, this will surely get the views on YouTube.
This will get all the views on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like bidet.mp4.
Nice. Well, you're doing a great job, Labs. Just want to let you know that. So follow us over on the Side Scrollers Shorts
Can
channel.
we just leave it like that?
I actually don't mind it. I really, it's kind of funny. It
hilarious.
really is. You can also listen to the show over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And of course, follow us over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff in 2025 over there, so keep that in mind. But if you're new to us over here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Join the 105,179 normal men who have found common sense in the video game and entertainment space. And let's do our best to get to that 1,337 like goal today. Remember when we started at, like, I think it was 100 back in the day, 100 likes, Blabs, and here we are.
It was
1,337. Let's get to that elite number of likes. Look at this. Speaking of elite, Sonic came in with that 199 right off the bat. Thank you very much, Sonic LP5. The Worthy One says, hey, Craig, did you know Bobby Lashley is now a fellow Texan? Who knows? You can probably get an interview with him one day. I would love to talk to Bobby Lashley. I had a full interview with Maven. Maven was great. I have Maven's phone number. Yes, I am bragging about that. Michael Meeks came into that super sticker. Thank you very much, Michael Meeks. Appreciate that greatly. Twisted Trading came in with a 10. Says around Charlotte, North Carolina, we get 3 days of spring and fall, and then it's hot as Hades or freezing cold. Yeah, man, that's great. Global warming. Thank you, Twisted Trading. Appreciate your support. Chaos in Control says the new Dragon Age brings me unfathomable sadness. Well, we have many reasons for you to be joyous and sad about the new Dragon Age. And we also have the wonderful sense of the fence sitter approach coming up in a little bit. Rowboat Jethro Grimate sliced up his finger and had to get stitches. 7 out of 10. Yeah, it sucks, man. Hopefully he didn't go to the bone like Dan Bass did, cutting up,
Finger cuts hurt a lot because they just open constantly and you can feel them open,
Oh.
So the only way to get around it,
paper cut.
you have to really keep the pressure on it so that you can keep it closed.
No thanks. Got to use them Band-Aids. Suna Soul Silver says Shill Up sure lives up to his name. Even though he does not recommend it, he would still backtrack and tell people hurt by the review to watch more positive reviews at the end of the video. Oh, we're gonna get to that in a little bit.
Kind of a cuck thing to do. I know my review was negative, but make sure you watch positive ones.
Yes.
You said the game sucks. Okay.
ADDF Toxic says it's okay, Blabs. On another channel, there was a video titled with an EXE at the end of it. That ain't eating in a video. There you go. See? Appreciate that. Reese says also when touching grass, take care to not accidentally touch centipedes, spiders, scorpions, snakes, bees, or worst of all, the poop. Yes, that's correct. Don't touch the poop when you're outside. Thank you for that, Reese. Over on Rumble, Das Pooch says Great Lakes states have the best of all around weather. Michigan represent all 4 seasons, never intolerable, unless you're a Texas wuss who can't take winter cold. That's me. Also, Shane came in with a 10 over on Rumble. Says 60% of the time it works every time. From Blabs. There you go. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that. And Delta says, oh, right. You're trying to lose weight against your brother, Craig. How's it going? Took me about a year and a half by simply walking and fasting. Took me down from 220. Took me down to 220 from 270. Like as I cut soda and carbs down too. Yeah, it's going fine. Not great, but fine. It's hard to eat. It's hard to eat right. Very hard, especially with family. It's tough. Magnitude 8 Girthquake came into the tits. It's just some normal, innocent support for some normal, innocent man. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to watch. Hey, we'll make sure you guys go subscribe to the Side Scrollers Shorts channel, a totally non-productive, non-money-making channel. But that's okay. It's all about spreading that net out. Benj then says, kind of sounds like an FU on his part to fans. Well, we're going to get to that in a little bit. So like I said, we got a lot to talk about. Glad you guys are here. Hit the thumbs up button as we continue to grow a little bit more every day. And let a friend know about the show as we continue to get rolling. With that said, Blabs, please fill us in on today in video game history.
Listen, I have no regrets about today. Okay. October 28th, we had Star Wars. What?
Immense regrets.
Nope, no regrets.
I'm really happy with this because one of the greatest games ever is on this list.
Okay.
You're welcome, Craig. Sit down.
Okay.
All right. Star Wars The Clone Wars was released back in 2002. We have Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, the one and only Quidditch game, releasing back in 2003. And then we have Fallout 3, releasing back in 2008, I should say. And this is Flash's favorite of the 3.
I love Fallout 3. I played it again recently, not, a couple months ago, but Sunk another 60 hours into that game.
Wonderful. Well, some noticeable games that you missed, Blabs, today include Samurai Showdown 2 in the arcade in 1994, Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return for the PlayStation in 1999, Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Excuse me.
I know. Sorry, shut up.
Preposterous.
Also, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time for the Game Boy Advance, Mario Power Tennis for the GameCube 20 years ago. That was a pretty popular one. Guitar
I
Hero
love Mario Tennis.
Yeah, Mario Party Tennis. Mario
Tennis is great. I have great memories playing that game. The first one on 64. I'm very good at it too.
Mario, any video game, Mario, any sport usually is pretty good. Even like the Olympic ones, those were fun back in the day. So,
well, that one was fun because it was 4 players, but you didn't have split screen. You know, you're 2 on each side. It's just good arcade tennis fun. I hate tennis.
Yes, right. And that's the beautiful thing about great arcade sports games is you don't have to like sports to enjoy the games. Like they break it down to the bare essentials, which is great. By the way, I saw Tim Kitzrow, the voice of NBA Jam. He was doing an insurance ad yesterday, and it was designed to look like NFL Blitz. It was really kind of crazy. I'll see if I can find it. It's a really bizarre. I was like, wow, Tim Kitzrow doing a insurance ad.
He was at Chicago Comic-Con C2E2, and he was just standing in front of his booth, like commentating the crowd walking by.
Yeah, he's great, man.
It's kind of funny.
It's really outstanding. Some other noticeable games that Blaz missed today include Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 for PC 16 years ago, and Golden Sun Dark Dawn 14 years ago for the DS, as well as Sunset Overdrive. Remember that, Flash? Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox One.
I remember Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah. That came out like that was supposed to be Cliff Bleszinski's next magnum opus, wasn't it? Wasn't that a Cliff Bleszinski game? Sunset Overdrive. On the surface, looked pretty good. Oh, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers was very excited 8 years ago when Titanfall 2 was released in 2016.
Oh, you missed Titanfall 2?
Just saying.
I guess I did. I didn't even think of it or see it. Wow. Oh, well.
Bayonetta
I still
3.
think my list is better.
That's okay. Bayonetta 3 also released 2 years ago for the Nintendo Switch. So there you go. Love
and
it.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 released 2 years ago. Nobody cares about that one, though.
Yeah, well,
the new one or the OG?
Oh, no, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, fuck that one.
Yeah.
Flash, I got an idea. I've been talking to you about ideas I have behind the scenes, and I really want to do a old school Call of Duty 4, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare original for like the 360, like game day, and get everybody together and play that.
Fix the servers, we could, yeah. They're better now.
Great. Brandon came in and says Tomba 2 is great. It's a bit underrated. Yes. Good stuff. Epsilama says Hogwarts Legacy is at $17 on Steam. That's cheap. Right?
Yeah, there's giant WB sales.
It's a good deal.
Going on Steam.
Matthew says that review totally made me realize why I love you guys. You're real and don't just kiss up to games. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. We don't really kiss up to anybody. That's why we don't get any access to anything or don't want access to anything. Mercenary says Razor Fist is disappointed in your lack of samurai, Blabs.
Listen, if I had a nickel for every time Razorfist was disappointed in me, I'd be a millionaire. So it's fine.
That's a lot of disappointment.
Yes, I aim to please.
Rob Boat says it's also pronounced Rob Boat, not rowboat like Robert, but boat instead of Bert. That just made it even more confusing to me. So is it just Rob Boat?
Rob Boat.
Rob Boat. Rob Boat, Jethro Grimate. Rob Boat, thank you very much for your support and your pronunciation, because I'm sure I'll butcher it one more time. Rob Boat. John says Muay Thai equals weight loss. Do it, man. I don't know if the world could handle me getting like.
Is that the slow moving one?
No, that's I think that's the wrestling one. We get all wrestling.
It's not like Gina Carano's like boyfriend's thing.
Oh, I'm thinking of Tai. Is it Tai Chi?
No, Muay Thai is like wrestling and like it's what Joe Rogan and all them like. That's what they do. I don't think I can handle that. I don't want to get punched in the face. You know what I mean? I'm not in
No,
on that.
Roddy says Tai Chi is.
It's not fun. Doesn't feel good.
No. Nobody likes getting punched in the face. Who does? Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys could punch that like button, that'd be great. Aha! Okay, it's hard. It's time for hard news. All righty. You know what? I think I'd actually like to start with you talking about this game, Blabs. This is a game that we've talked about many, many times, as you were very, very excited. It's called Secret Agent. What is this game, Blabs?
Yeah, it's like the Secret Agent. It's basically like a Harry Potter ripoff of the original EA video games from like 2000 and 2004-ish. And they really did try to make it like Harry Potter-esque, but like having its own sort of feel to it. So if you guys ever played the games, you would know like the little blue subtitles pop up when the you can bump into a student and talk to them. And that's basically what happens in this game too. Basically, the summary of this game is you can play with your friends and you have to like go through like a process of unlocking certain rooms to continue playing the game, but they don't give you any hints. You're just supposed to figure it out yourself. So in this demo, you could actually explore like Hogwarts a whole bunch, but certain doors are locked off for the demo. But it was absolutely hilarious playing this game because everything kills you. So if you shoot at a student, they will shoot you back and kill you. And you only have like 7 lives to complete the game before you have to start all over from scratch. There's no save or anything. You just have to keep going. But everything, like I said, tries to kill you. So the hallways try to kill you. The floor tries to kill you. And if you die, and if you're playing as a multiplayer, you have to wait around until your person you're playing with also dies. But as you wait around, you're just like a dead body. You just kind of like crumple around on the ground. And you fly everywhere. So here's where I find...
You're not a very good secret agent if the students are killing you.
Well, they don't kill you unless you hit them. So, like, if you go and attack them, they'll fire back at you. But if you
be able to just mass murder the entire castle.
Yes, basically. I ended up blowing everything up, and I discovered because you couldn't go into certain rooms if you weren't like a specific house, which is basically Slytherin.
Wait, so
what I did was I lit myself on fire as I was dead and just burnt all the students alive, so my person playing with me could just go in and sneak in. It's great.
Nice.
I just blow everybody up. Like, honestly, though, this demo was free to play, and it's a 10 on 10 in my opinion. It's just dumb fun. If you were a fan of the original EA games and you just like stupid games where people just blow each other up and stuff like that, this is perfect for you. The full game comes out in January. As of right now, that's a tentative release. But like you could find like detonators, and I went through a detonator thinking it would just blow up that one little area, and I was far away from harm, but instead it blew me up. And at the same time, my friend was walking in to come like see what I was looking at. So we all blew up and we all died together, and we had to start all over.
So is this is like it's not a Harry Potter game, but it is. I mean, it's obviously not officially licensed, but it's not
officially licensed. It's like some indie knockoff. The only similarities are like the music, the atmosphere, the graphics are like 2001-esque kind of thing, old EA game style. Like you can walk into some student and they'll talk to you as if, you know, they're like, oh, Professor Grubby is a bit mean today. Like they're trying to make it sound like you're a Hogwarts student, but like it's discount Hogwarts and everything blows you up.
So speaking of that, let's see this clip here that we just showed. I want to let this play here.
And then... Oh, wait, Mazza. I found a door.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Gratify.
Holy shit!
So yeah, you're dead and you can just float around now.
Sounds fun.
Dude, honestly, it's like a dumb, fun game. I'm doing a terrible job explaining it. I know that because I'm always terrible explaining video games. But it's just a dumb, fun game. Like, try it for yourself. It's free on Steam. If you like, you can play with a bunch of friends, which makes it even harder because when you die, you have to wait until everyone else dies in your little squad. And then it's like day 2, Tuesday. You have like 5-6 days left or whatever until you just start all over. So it is pretty fun.
So just to be clear, you're not good at describing games on our video game and entertainment podcast. Okay, sounds
correct.
Good. All right. Well, the thing is, you are enjoying the game.
Oh, it was so much fun. Like I said, it's just a small demo. It takes about an hour just for shits and giggles. And the full game will be released in January. But I had a lot of fun playing it. Like I didn't know what to expect. I was either going to be really fun or like absolutely horrible, like Jeffrey Epstein Island type of game. And I was like, which one are we going to get here? But it was really fun.
Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. Like legitimately, I'm really glad. We have a new trend. Maybe a trend of making like PlayStation 2 era games will start. But we do have a new trend when it comes to tattoos, Flash, which I'm very anxious to see what you think about this. Have you seen the latest trend in tattoos?
Yes, it's so stupid.
I have to see it.
All right, here we go. The blush tattoo.
That looks awful.
The idea of getting a tattoo of blush on your face. The face tattoo, like with all due respect to Flawed, I've talked about this many, many times.
What the is that like, so this is what people are really doing this?
Yeah. So I think
it's mostly just women, right?
Yeah.
Women and dumb tattoo trends kind of go together. Remember the back stamp?
Oh my God.
The tramp stamp.
Well, that's still a thing, isn't it?
Not as much as it was.
Yeah, look at that. She just looks like she's sunburned or like frostbite. But I'm assuming that after a couple days, it becomes a lot lighter. But still is so stupid. Like, why would you do that to your face?
Like, kind of like, like plain attractive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Girl next door.
Yeah. And then you come over here and you get, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Just saying, like, we don't need to be putting color on our face. Like, it's like this screams old woman insecurity where they go in and they get their eyebrows tattooed on, and you see that all the time. When you got way too much, like, and Blabs, I'm asking as a man, I've never put on blush before.
I bet you have. Let's be real.
No. No. How much time does it take to put blush on?
I don't know. I've never done so. I don't know how to. I'm sorry. I fail as a woman.
Well, okay. Well, that just totally defeats the purpose. Never mind.
Sorry. I really don't know how to put on makeup. I don't know.
Maybe a couple minutes, maybe tops. And that's why you love her, folks.
I think you blend stuff there. I don't know.
All right. Fuck me. All right. That's good. Thank you, Blabs.
I'm sorry. I'm a failure of a woman. I'm going to go watch YouTube tutorials now.
I'm over here like trying to like get insight on things, and Blab's like, I don't know. Why would you ask me? I don't know.
Dude, the most I can do is this and mascara. The rest of it, I'm useless. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Hey, Dirtus King came in with the 5, says, I shall go to one place not corrupted by capitalism. Space! Red Alert 3. An incredible performance by Tim Curry. Thank you, Dirtus King. Jason says, here's to support Blabs to disappoint Razor Fist 100 times more. Well, you can find Razor
Thank you.
tomorrow on the show. I'm sure he'll be immensely disappointed.
I will disappointment in everything I say tomorrow, and it will be wholesome.
Mercenary says, I sent you a wholesome palate cleanser on Twitter. Thank you very much, Mercenary. Maybe we'll get to it today. Make Blabs keep an eye out for that. Rob.
Are you okay? Did you just kick in the balls?
Rob.
Puberty.
Rob Boat. Jethro Grimate says spent $50 plus to look like you got punched in the face for the rest of your life. That's right. It's total security right there. Thank you, Rob. And Jay Watt says, I just worked a 24.2 hour shift to learn that women are tattooing permanent blush on their face. I'm just a normal man. 24.2 hours? Man, you are insane, man.
Wow.
Good for you.
What a machine.
Good for you. Speaking of insanity, we have some, we all know that Halloween is coming up on Thursday. What an exciting day. Everyone loves to see the kids walking around, getting all the candy, right? All that fun stuff. Well, we have some new Halloween tips for everybody, and I think it's really important that we share these Halloween tips. Flash, have you figured out your Halloween costume yet?
No, I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna probably think about it tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad you haven't yet, because there's still plenty of time for you to get these Halloween tips from this lady here. So let's go see what she has to say with all these wonderful Halloween tips.
My birthday's on Halloween, and I'm also incredibly woke, which makes me uniquely equipped to tell you how to Halloween respectfully.
Just looking at Blabs'
Wait, is this
face.
parody? Is she
Is this
serious?
a parody?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. We won't know until we watch the whole thing. So here we are.
To tell you how to Halloween respectfully. Number 1, don't do blackface. Number 2, don't try to look like another race or ethnicity. Whether you're dressing as a person or character, don't change your skin tone or facial features. This includes darkening your skin using prosthetic facial features or manipulating your eye or nose shape. You can learn more about colorism and featureism from Dr. Sarah L. Webb at Colorism Healing.
The fact that there's a TikTok called Colorism Healing.
Can I just say that she just said don't alter your face in any way, but here she is putting on a fuck ton of makeup, changing the way her eyes pop, her nose, and her mouth. I'm just saying.
Get him, Blabs! Get him!
No, but like for real, look at her. She would probably look 100% different with all that makeup on. She's going like lip liner and shit.
Oh
Not
my god.
live.
These people exist. And Flash, I want you to really, really think about these things as you're thinking about your Halloween costume this year, just so you know. I think it'd be important for you to think about these things. So are you taking notes?
Yeah, I got the idea of being an Indian.
Okay, sounds good.
One.
Which kind?
Let's see if the Indian will the Indian
Oh,
costume.
excuse me, Native American.
Let's see the Indian / Native American crosses any cultural boundaries for this wonderful lady.
Number 3, avoid cultural appropriation.
Oh, sorry, Flash, you're out.
I'm out. Damn.
This one's easy. If the outfit is a representation of a culture that you're not a part of, avoid it, especially if it's just a racist interpretation of another culture. This includes dressing as a stereotype, religious symbols, or traditional regalia. Remember, culture
So
is not a
not the
costume.
Cleveland Indians version. Got it.
No, you should not dress up as Chief Wahoo. Sorry, Flash.
Man, I want to be Pocahontas.
Oh,
I'll just
my
leave that for like, what was her name? Elizabeth Warren or whatever.
It's still amazing to me that people like this exist. It's absolutely fascinating. But here we are getting Halloween tips from this lady.
Number 4, don't be ableist. Disabilities are not costumes. Number 5, don't mock facial differences. Yes, even if you're mimicking a popular character. Wearing prosthetics, mimicking scars, or using eye patches to make your costume scarier is extremely messed up when you consider
So
that
she
there are a
probably
wide array
hates
of
the
people who have
Penguins,
facial
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, she's not on board with that. Or the idea of being a pirate with an eye patch. Oh my gosh.
So like One-Eyed Willie from the Goonies. Can't do that.
Patch from the Wolverine comics.
This is where we're at. This is where we're at in society. And I'm sure this lady's immensely actually, Blaz, will you look up this person on Instagram? It's Blair Imani. You can see it up there. Blairi.
I hate this woman.
I know. I'm done. I'm sorry. There you go.
No, we can finish it.
No, this is real. Oh.
How many followers does she have?
Well, let's just look together, shall we? So, first of all, let me zoom in because Instagram is so small. There we go. She, her, 662K followers.
I hate
This
this
is
woman.
real.
Ugh.
Look
I
at
don't
that.
like her.
Vote. Smarter in seconds. Story time. Problematic cosplay. Oh, damn me. We are in trouble.
Hold on. Go back up.
I hate all 662,000 of her followers too.
I'm gonna start following her now.
Hey,
I do. I
Blaz,
hate them all.
listen, I'm stuttering, Craig. Scroll down. Second column. Smarter in seconds. Stuttering. Let's see what they had to say about that.
Dumber in seconds.
And sometimes that includes stuttering.
Stuttering or stammering is externally characterized by repetitions in sound, syllables, or whole words, prolongations, and
Jump into a pit.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you, Blabs.
Oh, look how long she writes. It's a fucking essay.
Oh, wow.
Listen, I understand trying to explain, stuttering and, the adults still have it and some children just don't overcome it and all that. But maybe don't virtue signal doing it. Actually just do it and be like, this is what it is. Done. You know?
Right. Well, look, as somebody who has had a speech impediment for most of my childhood and adult life, and I've had many people come up to me and tell me how I've inspired them to work through their speech impediment. I think that's really, really great. And you can do it with hard work. I get it. Hey, Shane O'Mac says she's not wearing a wedding ring. Anyone else surprised? Right.
Probably divorced.
Oh,
No,
my
because she
God.
had a story on her Instagram saying wedding.
Well, she probably
That is her left hand. She's got a ring.
she has she has
Oh,
3
those-
rings.
Yeah, that's not a wedding ring.
That's one of
Well,
those.
maybe it's a stupid one for her because she's woke.
Yeah, maybe that's one of those things where she married herself. You know?
Self-partnered. Oh my God. Let me see. What does her wedding say? No, there's a dude in it. She didn't. Okay, so
Oh, let's
she's
see this
anyway.
guy.
Well, I can't wait to see how
Yeah,
her
pull
boyfriend.
this dude up.
All right, hang on. I'm trying
Can't wait to
find
see
the
her
photo.
husband as well as her boyfriend, which will be great.
Does he look like Dwight Schrute?
I have to go through all of her stories to find
All
something.
right, you do
but-
that while I let you know. Captain Yola says, "Tell Justin Trudeau not to do blackface again." Crazy D says, "Blabs, you're such a savage. I love you for it."
Cheers, bruv.
Boog says, "It's not Native American. It's called Indian." Easy, just relax, Boog. Rob came back and says, "She looks like she's got dead bodies in her basement."
Well, actually, so let me just pull this up so
Crazy
Flash
dude,
can
thank you for
see.
that.
That's the husband, but look what it says:
He's gay.
PC coming events.
He's gay. Look, I can't even barely see him, but I can tell he's gay.
That's him, I guess.
Oh, he's gay.
You're making me watch her entire story. She will forever know that I looked at her story. Thanks, man. Yeah, anyway, we're done. That's good.
Thank you, Blabs. Thank you for fighting. Well, listen, it is very important that everybody goes and follows all of her rules and laws of the woke Halloween costumes. Hopefully you guys can honor those. And I'll be keeping a close eye out, actually, for a lot of the video game journalists to see if they actually disregard any of these rules, because I think that'd be really, really interesting to see.
I've been waiting for these. Are those articles out yet? The what not to do for this Halloween? Because usually we get them every year, and I haven't seen any yet. That's the first time I've seen someone lecturing what you should and shouldn't do for Halloween.
Well, this is important, and this came out late last week as well. Do you want to watch the rest of it just so we can slowly?
I don't
news
want to
out
hurt
on it?
my eyes. Thank you.
We need to finish it. We've already started it.
All right.
Facial differences are not a costume. You can learn more by going to faceequalityinternational.org. Number 6, don't cosplay trauma. Dressing up as
get the
hold on.
Out of here.
Hold on. Yo, what the fuck? Faceequalityinternational.org. Blabs, please find out what the fuck that is.
faceequalityinternational.org. Number 6, don't cosplay trauma. Dressing up as someone incarcerated, enslaved, or a survivor of war is unacceptable, and the scariest thing about it is the lack of empathy required to do it. If you want a Halloween respectable...
Hold on. We're going to have lack of empathy for people who are locked up for jail time? Really? That's what we're doing? Lack of empathy for fucking criminals? Sorry. Yes, I'm not empathetic to your blight. Oh, Blabs, what do we have here?
I hurt you. I hate you right now. Anyway, faceequalityinternational.org or FEI. F-E-I. Charities and support groups which are working at national, regional, or international levels to promote the campaign for face equality.
What the fuck does that mean?
Face equality.
Together, we can create a world where anyone with a disfigurement is free to be unapologetically themselves. In order to celebrate what makes us different, first we must recognize that it's society that must change, not us.
What the hell is she talking about?
If you've got a giant tumor growing out of your face, like we need to normalize it.
I think this is also for like burn victims and things like that, I'm assuming, which, listen, burn victims have it rough. Like, be nice.
Yeah, it sucks. It does, but
yeah. But like, I don't think you need a whole freaking society and tell society they need to change for something to happen to someone else that was completely out of their control. Language. Facial difference or disfigurement describes a facially diverse or non-normative appearance of the neck and above. Hang on, isn't that every single person in the world unless they're looking at their doppelganger? Because everyone has a different face and everyone looks completely different. I don't understand. Anyway, this indicates conditions or marks that an individual is born with, as well as changes of facial appearance that has acquired either permanently or temporarily. Wow. Look at that. Community, belonging, intersectionality, normalization, lived experience. Oh, they really love that one, don't they? We started in 2018, bro. We're behind.
What a waste of money.
Blabs, have you seen the Key and Peele skit with the burn victim?
No.
You have it? Oh my god, it's spectacular.
Do I want to?
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what. We can't show it on YouTube because we'll get flagged for copyright. But at the end of the show, we'll go to sidescrollerspodcast.com and we'll do it exclusively over there. Okay. Because I want to do it today during the show. And you're going to laugh your fucking ass off. It has everything to do with this. It's so funny. So, okay. I'm going to keep this up so we can get to it a little bit later on. Anyway, okay, let's go and finish this up really fast. Oh.
You have to be respectful, but I guess you have to want to be respectful too. Get creative instead of playing into tired racist tropes and people's real trauma. But I'm not going to stop you. Just don't be surprised when you get canceled on November 1st.
Smarter in seconds.
So
I feel dumber,
do you like stuff?
not smarter.
You're so dumb.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say about people like that. Like, what do you even say? She's
a real account with like over 500,000 followers.
Yeah, those people vote.
Yeah,
That's so sad.
I'll tell you, we've been playing a lot of clips, but this is the epitome of this clip.
There's a problem that has nothing to do with me. I need to solve it.
1000%. All right, let's all slowly move to the next thing over here. Sorry, just a little chuck. Hey, did you see the new news with Kick over the weekend, Flash? Did you see who they announced they're partnered with?
I think so. Who the
UFC?
Oh, really?
That's a big one.
Big.
Right, yeah, you can watch.
So they're going to be streaming fights, or can I buy pay-per-views on Kick?
Well, you can see right here, pretty much just the existing stuff. I don't think you'll be able to watch pay-per-views on it, but you can see the weigh-ins right here. Obviously,
someone's already asked
interviews. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is it's probably going to be all the auxiliary stuff, all the extra stuff. It's not the actual fights. It's everything leading up to and after the fights themselves. So
stuff that I'm not interested
in. right.
So they have a lot of followers already, though, on Kick.
Oh, I bet it's the biggest.
16K.
I think it's probably the biggest sport there is right now.
I mean, outside of football, but yeah, I mean,
football is king, but
yeah, everybody loves to see that. Well, I mean, good for them. I think that's a wonderful thing for Kick. You know, more options. They're always trying to take the next step in their development as a platform.
It's a shame they can't actually fix their chat and stuff, but it's fine.
I stream every Saturday night, but if I wasn't streaming, I would be watching UFC. 100%. I love watching those fights.
Mark of Reality says, has she ever seen white girls? So sick of being preached to by these extremists, as are a lot of people. Just play GTA 5 and be happy. Also, I love Yellow Flash. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that.
I love you too, Mark.
John says, today, Junior. Richard says, being blind in one eye, I approve iPad. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that. Jago says, combo breaker. Oh no, we're doing a stuttering comment super chats today. Thank you very much, Trillis. Please don't hurt me. Boog says, face equality sounds like your tax dollars at work. That's right.
For real.
And Mark says, they should hire Gina to be one of their spokesmodels. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that.
Well, because Gina has like a really big birthmark on her face. That's why.
Does she? I don't even know.
Yeah, she covers it up. But yeah, it's actually like.
I don't think I've ever even. Oh, I've seen it in some pictures. Then
never even know.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I'll find a photo for you.
Long Walks Music came into the 5 over on Rumble. Says, good morning, normal men. Forever Halloween is out now. A chill song about Halloween and nostalgia. Check it out at Long Walks Music on Rumble, YouTube, Basecamp, and SoundCloud. God bless. That's Forever Halloween. That's Long Walks Music. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat.
Some bundle of sticks advocacy group is not going to give you self-confidence, which is what that stupid waste of money bullshit is trying to do.
Right. Frostler says, why do women care so much about makeup so much? The only men that care about looks and nothing else are the players and the rich snobs. Us normal men care about polite women with actual personality. There you go, Frost Lord. You get it. Mm-hmm. You get it. It's nice to have a good-looking woman, but with that said,
speaking of good-looking women, here's Gina. That's what I was saying. She's got a birthmark right there.
Oh, had no idea.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what do they call those? I had a girlfriend in high school who had one of those on the side of her face right there. It's like I don't know. Chat will know. The normal men will tell us in the chat. But Dan came in with the 20. Says, speaking of Halloween, Speaking of Halloween, will especially kids and trick-or-treaters do everyone still do? Okay, well, hold on. Blabs, can you make sure you read that so I'm
All
not...
right, Dan for Canadian $20 because Craig is okay. Speaking of Halloween, will especially kids and trick-or-treaters does everyone still do?
Right.
Door by door in the houses or behind the trunk of vehicles in the parking lot at the park to be more safer? So Dan is being an evil robot right now.
Yes. Dan, you need to find the punctuation program.
Have you ever heard of the word called grammar?
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. My kids go door to door, but there is that trunk or treat thing, which is very popular nowadays. So.
I've never heard of that actually, because I grew up in a suburban area, so I just went all over the place.
Trunk or treat's somewhat new.
Yeah, probably in the last decade.
Yeah.
Mostly churches do those.
Yeah, it's usually like a community thing, but like they don't usually take place on Halloween. They're like little bonus things.
Yeah. Oh, check this out. Twisted Trading came in with a massive 50. Look at this. Is after having to see that, let's brighten the normal man's day. Twisted Trading, thank you so much. Look at all that brightness right there. That's insane. Twisted Trading, thank you very much. Genuinely appreciate your
Talented
support.
Woman.
Give it up for Twisted Trading.
Did Flash just say healthy woman?
I said she's a talented woman.
Oh, I thought you said healthy woman.
She's healthy too.
Bounce.
Her kids aren't going to starve.
No. And Kratos.
Formula shortage.
Hey, thanks, Twisted Trading. Thank you again. All right, we got this new movie coming out. I don't know if you guys have heard about this game, or this new movie, Wicked. It's on the way.
Yeah, it's the musical.
Well, there's an interview that Steph, My Nerdy Home, had a little clip of this, and it's been passed around, almost 1 million views over on X. And I think it's important to really dissect this interview. This is from Rolling Stone, to hear the absolute plight and wonder that goes into playing the Wicked Witch. So let's take a listen.
Intention is not to diminish anyone else's version of Elphaba.
Yeah.
Oh, this virtue signaling bitch.
The intention is to.
You know, she reminds me of. She reminds me of Voldemort because her head just is so fucking big that she could probably have like a head behind her. Also,
I had no idea who she was until I saw that just asinine post she made, like telling me instantly she has no idea what the fuck she's in. Because that's the Broadway poster for that musical. I saw it when I was in New York at Broadway. It's all over the place.
Yep.
How the fuck you either know that and you were being disingenuous, or either one is bad, or you knew it and you just wanted to get some victim points, because that's the real Hollywood currency.
I think she wanted victim points because there's no way she can go in to film 2 of these movies. Because remember, this is part 1. Part 2 comes out next year of this. There's no way she didn't know any of this. There's no way she didn't sit down with Idina Menzel and actually have a conversation with her, because Idina was the original Wicked on Broadway. By the way, Craig, you are muted.
I'm just thinking to myself. I'm not
okay, I was like, I should probably tell him.
Eyebrows.
She's Matt Smith. She's got no eyebrows, but at least Matt Smith is class.
Well, let's see what she has to say here.
But the intention is to allow her to show up as me in my body.
Right.
And I loathe to make it about this, but it is.
Okay, question. What do you think she loathes to make it about? I'll give you 2 guesses.
She's trying to make it about herself, given the clothes that she wears, the hairstyle she picks, the earrings that she's wearing, the makeup that she's wearing. She's trying to make herself completely different.
She loathes to make this about this, but I'm going to make it about this.
But it is what it is. As a Black woman who is queer, who
shows
shows up in this way,
absolutely.
There's something.
Can we just stop really quick and listen to, as she's talking about this, the reporter
absolutely.
No. It's a good Slay Queen. Listen to how she's so apologetic to this. Oh yeah, absolutely.
As a Black woman who is queer, who shows up in this way,
absolutely.
There's something that I have that many other Elphabas don't have. They don't know what it is like to walk through the world like this. I do.
Yeah.
And so that immediately makes me completely different. And the way he shot it, the way
look at this smiling face.
Vampire? She looks like a vampire, bro.
She does. She has vampire face going on for sure.
I'm a savior
I'm gonna
right
bite
now.
you.
I'm
Maybe she's a lesbian herself.
Right? Yes. Flash is right. She has the I'm a savior face. I'm doing my part face right here. Absolutely.
No, I think she's actually just a vampire lesbian herself, and she really likes whatever this other hoe has to say.
I hate the woman on top more, actually.
I agree.
Because she's just an enabler amongst many enablers.
Wow. But hold on. I want to back this up really quick. Just to play this. Okay? Just listen to what she says. Like literally just try to comprehend what she's saying here because it doesn't make any sense at all. Keeping in mind that she's playing what is it? The Wicked Witch of the West? Here?
Yeah, so she's playing the green chick.
Yes,
so
the Wicked
race
Witch of the West.
Race literally has nothing to do with this because every single woman who's ever played this character has applied green makeup to their face and body.
Yes.
So being black has nothing to do with this role.
Or who the Wicked Witch of the West has sex with.
Of course.
Black woman who is queer.
No,
who shows up in like
Dude,
this way.
absolutely.
There's something that I have that many other alphabets don't have. They don't
What is an
know
alphabet?
What it is like to
So Elphaba is her name. The Wicked Witch. That's her name, Elphaba.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to know too much about her.
What is an
Doesn't she
alphabet?
die right away?
In Wicked of Oz.
The Wicked Witch of the West. The Wicked Witch of the East dies.
Oh, yeah. So that's the one that gets the house dropped on her. Okay.
Yes.
World like this. I do.
Yeah.
And so that immediately makes me completely different. And the way he shot it, the way like the space that he gave me to do it is fucking awesome.
I bet it's so sick.
Intention.
I bet it's so sick.
So I have to point out that she's basically saying that all the other alphabets came before her do not compare to her whatsoever based on her skin color and sexual origin. So the original actress who played this character that made this character what it is and how popular and how famous this musical is was Idina Menzel, who also plays Elsa in Frozen, just so you guys understand who this is. Phenomenal actress, singer. So you're saying that she is absolutely nothing to this role that started everything to get you to be able to play this character now. You are far superior than her because of your blackness and your lesbianness, and you like to scissor.
I'm the true version. I'm the real one.
Yeah.
It's so narcissistic. And the idea of me taking my real world experiences and bringing them into this character of like a witch in this fantastical world of fantasy. I mean, it's a fantasy world with witches that fly on broomsticks and with Oz, but she wants to bring all that into it. Like I'm just saying, how I don't know.
She
that's fine.
didn't get a single message about the character. Because the lyrics in one of the songs, Defying Gravity, is like, and it literally says, no one's ever going to bring me down. And she's literally explaining why everyone's trying to bring her down because she's black and everything. So you didn't understand the character. You didn't understand.
Now that I am playing the character,
Yeah, seriously.
truly be defined.
She didn't understand anything. And it's a shame because the music's pretty decent. And I find her singing to be inadequate to Idina Menzel's, especially that whole where they try to change it to match her pitch. And it's like, no, you should be matching the original music. That's how it's supposed to be. But anyway, it's just, I hope this thing flops. I really do.
Me too.
Because they don't deserve it to do well. I was initially like, okay, this can be pretty cool if it's a movie, you know, all the special effects, but no.
Her singing is shit too.
It's god awful.
Yeah, it's
god
trash. Awful. And like usually, because sometimes it doesn't really matter the talent. What they say in the theater is that, you know, you should get somebody that fits the role more so as someone that can sing. So I'm imagining that's why they went with. You ever seen Les Mis with Hugh Jackman? Like Russell Crowe, not a very good singer, but he did kind of play that part pretty good.
No, Hugh Jackman can sing though, but I don't think his
not
voice
Hugh Jackman. I'm talking about Russell Crowe.
Oh, Russell Crowe's god awful.
Yeah. No, Hugh Jackman is a great singer, but in that movie, Russell Crowe didn't sing very good. But I think they went with him because of his talent and
and his
fits
pull.
that role. And
same with like Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is a great singer in my opinion, but she could not fit that role because that role requires like a lot more oomph to her singing, and it's a different type of singing, and Anne Hathaway can't do that. So I thought the entire movie was garbage, honestly, but this is what they're just going to keep doing. They're just going to keep throwing it in our face. So that's cool. But Benjathan says, being part Indian, you can eat curry. Thanks, ma'am. Miku says, no, I'm not going to finish that. Mark of Reality says, I meant spokesmodel for Kick and UFC. For Gina.
Was that Miku Hunter?
Yeah, that was Miku with the bad words. You missed it. I saved you. You're welcome, Craig. Kratos says, you know what? This is for you. Here you go. It's stuttering. Are you good?
It's time
so
for
naughty,
duel. I have a friend with a stutter, and we asked him to say the line, and he stuttered the word time instead. We all laughed hysterically. That's okay. As long as you're all laughing together, that's the most important thing. Otherwise, the lady with the Halloween outfits is going to come after you. Sorry, Kratos. Appreciate that.
I think you're on a delay, Craig. Why don't you go and refresh? I'll do super chats. Go
okay.
Go away. All right. Rob Boat says, don't the women get blush tattoos know they're violating Gina's face equality with their appropriation of birthmark culture? I mean, I don't think blushing is a birthmark type of deal, so. But I understand what you're saying, yes. Eric says, other than churches, schools, do the trunk or treat as well. I work at schools and do it as an alternative. Okay, what is this trunk or treat? Is this like where you guys all just pull up your cars together and there's candy inside it?
You put the
weird.
trunk up and usually, sit in front of your car.
That's weird. They tell you not to go up to strangers with vehicles and candy. Now we're doing
it
it.
churches and stuff.
Right. It's at churches around like neighborhoods and stuff. It's so kids aren't going up. It's
just something fun for kids.
Yeah, Blabs. Don't you like the kids?
I mean, listen. Robots.
She will when she eventually has one.
Listen, I love my nephews. They're awesome. But yeah. Robot says the Michael Bay's Indiana Jones movies wasn't needed. Found the crystal skull right there. What do you mean? Michael Bay Indiana Jones? That doesn't exist, does it? I hope that's a joke. It went right over my head. I'm like, what? Icanthus says, now we've been Indians longer than India was called India. Call us Indians. Also, Blabs, I'm directly related to Pocahontas. You have my blessing. Yes!
Let's go.
Thanks, man. Poca Blabs. No, that sounds wrong. Never mind. Matthew says, have you guys seen the safety guide vid for if T wins the election? These people are nuts. It's too sad to laugh at them.
No, I haven't seen it.
There's a safety guide?
Oh, man, we should definitely look at that. Matthew,
I don't want to look at that.
Send me tweet that my way, man. And the fact that you can't put his name in the super chat and that I can't even say that name without getting throttled is everything you need to know. Everything you need to know.
Censorship.
Orange Man?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be really bad until the election's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's already kind of started.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. You're back now, Craig. You're good. Thank you.
Okay. Mercenary says they're feeding each other's mental illness. This is true. Scarpy says, what's up with these people on their ego trips? Yes, absolute narcissist. Scarpy says she wouldn't survive being a VTuber. Yeah, she'd have no personality. Joey says, isn't she the same actress who played the fairy in the awful live action Pocahontas remake? I didn't know
that says Pinocchio. Holy fuck, Craig.
Sorry, I don't know why. Sorry, I was just kind of glancing at it. I was like, did they make a Pocahontas remake?
Where was I in a coma?
I think she was the one who made the fairy in the awful Pinocchio remake. Yes. Marmalin says kids don't go to strangers who offer candy except these specific dates. And when will they open your trunk for you? That's right.
It is her.
I think it's outdated because wouldn't they offer them Fortnite codes now?
That's right. Get some V-Bucks with your trunk.
Instead of like free candy on the van, it'll say like Fortnite codes.
Mercenary says, it's not a joke, Blabs. They tried to get Michael Bay to do it. Really? I had no idea.
Wow. I'm glad that never happened. Or maybe it would have been better. Who knows?
Well, maybe they are going to.
Fourth one.
Maybe they'll ask Michael Bay to do this. An Oregon Trail movie. Did you hear about this, Flash?
Wow. Hasn't this already been done with, not this name?
I think this has been done millions of times. This is a Western movie. I'm just saying, like, why would you need to buy the rights to Oregon Trail when really Oregon Trail is just about, the entire idea of moving from the East Coast to the West Coast and going along the Oregon Trail. Like, it's a very basic story. What are you buying the rights to die of dysentery? Like, what are you buying the rights for here?
And so you can do the customizing the tombstone scene.
right.
Or go hunting. It's like, it better be a top-down view when you do the hunting moments.
Yeah, over the top. You got to be able to take out your number of bullets and kill your buffalo. Got to make sure you.
They updated the game. I kind of want to play it. I wonder if it's better.
It's been updated several times along the way. Well, it seems pretty pointless to do it. It seems like a needless, definitely a needless license to buy. But hey, whatever. If you do, I guess you're just going off the nostalgia of Oregon Trail. So, anyways, look for that here in the next never from Apple of all things. Thank you for that. Dan came back, says, has anyone been watching new or rewatching classic horror movies? You guys watch any Halloween flicks the last little bit?
Nope.
I just watched I think it's called Abigail. It's pretty good.
That's the one with the scary kid, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a big horror guy at all. I talked about this last week a little bit. I watched Beetlejuice for the first time in like 30 years the other day. I don't really get it. I don't really get how that became such a classic. I don't understand why I liked it for so long. Is it the character of Beetlejuice, or like my 10-year-old daughter? She's like, that movie was not good. And I was like, I get, she didn't like it. So I don't know. It didn't do a whole lot for me. That was the most recent horror, scary Halloween movie that I watched. But maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but that's just me. So
I see Brandon Blair says Get Out in the chat. Did you like that movie? Have you seen that?
I have not seen Get Out.
I think it's a pretty good movie, actually.
Well, maybe he's telling Craig to get out with his opinion.
Oh,
wouldn't be.
I like that movie. I don't know if I would spoil it if I told you about it, but a bunch of like rich white liberals wanting to become black.
Oh,
I think yeah.
It's like the opposite of the white chick.
Yeah.
Sean came in and says, who are we talking about? Former President Trombone? Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that a lot here right now, actually. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because was it Friday, 2 days ago, I think on Saturday, the latest episode of the Joe Rogan Experience released. And some said this could be the biggest podcast in history. And it's well on its way to being one of the biggest podcasts in history. And, if you've seen any of the Joe Rogan podcasts, you have a pretty good idea of what to expect. But if you were to look at the most popular Joe Rogan podcast, specifically on YouTube, they go like this. They look like this along the way. They have the Bob Lazar one has 61 million views. Edward Snowden has 5 million views, 38 million views from 5 years ago. The one with Elon Musk from 4 years ago has 34 million views. And the one with Donald Trump 2 days ago has 34 million views. Now, if you watched it, it is what it is, whatever, right? And this thing was going to continue to skyrocket. You see the 34 million views over on YouTube right here. And, you can watch it. You can see the comments, whatever, right? What's more interesting about this, from my perspective, is the idea that this is being throttled in a major way on YouTube. This is a video that has 34 million views in 2 days with the leader in podcasting in the world, one of the most popular podcasts, obviously in the United States, but also the world. Way bigger than traditional mainstream media. And by the way, that 34 million views, that's only on YouTube. That does not include Spotify. It doesn't include Spotify listens or views, right? And that's got to be exponentially more than that. But if you were just to be interested in search for this on YouTube, this is what I find fascinating. If you search Joe Rogan Trump, it does not show up.
That's
on here.
insane. Yeah, it's all the news sources. There's JR Eclipse.
Yes, the
clips show up before the actual interview.
It's everybody. It's people talking about this. As I continue to scroll down, nothing. Doesn't even get to the episode. I said to refresh. So you would have no idea where this is. You didn't even know this exists. But what about if you go to trending? Because surely this is trending. The trending tab over on YouTube. Glad you can focus in on down home backyard gardening over here. That's good. But scroll down, you can't find this anywhere.
It's just cancer.
Yeah.
Some of that like surviving in our closet. Did you see that one?
I mean,
I thought that was Mr. Beast for a second. So of course.
No, Mr. Beast. But he also hasn't released a new video in a little bit. But you can't find this. I mean, this is very clearly an example of YouTube putting their thumb on the scale along the way. I mean, am I wrong on this?
No, they're doing it right now. They've been doing it for about a week or two. It started early October, and it's probably going to get worse until the election's over.
You can actually see in the comments below as well. It says, "Why is YouTube hiding this from trending when it's the #1 most watched video?" If you, I typed in YouTube search Joe Rogan Trump, and this video never popped up. YouTube is throttling. Imagine how many views this would have if YouTube actually listed this video. You know, 34 million views, 1.7 million likes. Yet you have to scroll to the JRE channel to find this video. Damn, YouTube didn't want me to find this. How is this not #1 trending? Like, people are waking up and they're seeing this along the way. And once again, just from a cultural aspect, I feel like it's important to talk about this. Like, the idea that you can have the #1 podcaster with a presidential candidate. If this was flipped, would this be on the front page of YouTube? Would this be trending? Could you
if
search?
Kamala was on there?
Yes.
It would depend on her performance. If she did good, it would be huge. It would probably have 60 million views. But if she did poorly on it, it would be throttled. 100%.
Yeah,
just like that CNN interview she did, that town hall where she looked like a complete ass. That's kind of been swept under the rug a little bit too.
Well, Matthew says I can't seem to share the link on X or on YouTube. This is insane. Wow. I don't understand how anybody can look at this like objectively and be like, yeah, that makes sense. They're absolutely not throttling it along the way. But Blabs, you got any thoughts on that?
I think it's insane, honestly, because like you guys were saying, even if it was just flipped, you would be able to see it. Even if she did terribly, you would still be able to see it, I think, as in Kamala Harris doing terribly. I'm just amazed. And I mean, we even did this pre-show, right? So I knew nothing about this all weekend long because I was out and about and I didn't look at Twitter. And Craig was like, you can't see it on YouTube. And I was like, what? So I literally went down and I typed like Trump Joe Rogan. Didn't even show up. You have to go to his YouTube channel to find it. I'm like, wow. That's where we're at now. We're censoring YouTube videos. And it just feels like it's the same as 2020 all over again with a certain Budweiser virus, I'll say.
I'll say this. It's one of those things where, you said, I'm not surprised. And the fact that you're not surprised and that everybody almost expects this and Flash is going, well, they're doing it again. It's election time.
Yep.
That's the saddest thing about this whole situation. I totally understand the idea of like, hey, it's their platform. They can do what they want, right? Totally understand that.
Well, I'm seeing it right now in your chat. Static Blue 2. So I had top chat on and I didn't notice it, but over on the comments on the StreamYard thing, I saw Static Blue 2's comment about Google donating money.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Considering
that doesn't
how much
show up
money
on the top
Google's
chat.
Donated to the Democratic Party. Are you surprised?
Yeah, that doesn't show up on the top chat.
Well, how does the top chat even work though? Because I never understood that. They just throw random comments in there.
It's a little bit more censored, I think. Top chat.
Yeah,
that didn't show up over in top chat.
Interesting.
Well, You know, it's exactly what you'd expect at this time of year, and it's honestly it's disheartening, but and I think that's kind of the purpose of it, is the idea of it being disheartening, for sure.
Oh, hang on a second. Buttface says anyone who follows Joe Rogan on X knows why the video was unlisted. He explained why. But even if a video is unlisted, it wouldn't show up on his YouTube channel, and it does show up on his YouTube channel, so therefore it can't be unlisted because you see it.
Wait,
YouTube channel.
He explained this on his X. Well, let's see what he had to say. Here we go. Let's see. I'm doing a quick scroll here. Here's DHH. This is from 3 hours ago. So let's see what this is right here. This is Joe Rogan reposted this. This is just an example. Oh, he's saying might be a glitch. Tried to find the Joe Rogan Trump interview on YouTube, but no matter what I search, it's not coming up. Would be bonkers, beyond bonkers. They're actively trying to suppress it. It must be a glitch, right? So wait, so Joe Rogan, I don't see anything about this from Joe Rogan on his X account. Joe Rogan podcast.
There's nothing in his replies.
I mean, I don't see this at all. The last thing from the 27th.
Oh, hang on a second. October 25th. Yeah. There is no issue with YouTube censoring the Trump episode. It was just supposed to go live on both Spotify and YouTube at the same time. And there was a glitch in Spotify's upload system. And so we delisted the YouTube link until it's fixed. It should be fine now. And that was October 25th. It is now October 28th or the 29th, depending on where you live. So therefore, it should now show up in your search, and it doesn't. And like I said, even if it was unlisted, you wouldn't be able to see it if you go to his channel. You can only go to unlisted videos if you have the specific link.
Okay, but here's the thing. Him saying that that YouTube is not censoring the Trump episode. Okay,
that's a lie.
That's fine. But 3 hours ago, he retweeted this. Yeah, he retweeted that he can't find it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
so
mean,
this is him.
That statement that I read is from like days ago.
Counter to that claim.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago. So now he might be seeing it, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, that's interesting stuff, man. And the fact that everybody is still like, oh, hey, it is what it is. That's the fucking problem. That's 100% the fucking problem. And sad at the same time. Kataka, the Saiyan Jedi, says, I know it's late for a topic, but when I heard Craig thinks 70 degrees is chilly, he should come to South Dakota during the winter. 25 below with 40 below wind chill and snow drifts as tall as a 2-story. No, thanks. I appreciate it. I like South Dakota in the summer when it's like 60 degrees for sure. Matthew says, look at my X page. Same name as here on YouTube. It's on there if you want to see it. Let me do a quick glance in here. We'll look you up in real time. Amazing though. Like the fact that we're dealing with this, and we're still dealing with this. Crazy. Matthew, by the way, are you the same person who is protected right now? Because if that's the case, then I'm looking at the wrong person here. So, because maybe you are you're protected. So I'm looking for you over on X. So. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's go to our next story here. Thank you, Matthew, for that. Mercenary says, I hate Beetlejuice. The movie sucks. Cartoon rocks. Yeah, that's good stuff. LD Ward says, I think it is the Beetlejuice cartoon is what everyone fondly remembers, not the movie. Ah, yes. Scarpy says, we already have an Oregon Trail musical. I was not aware of that. Thank you, Scarpy. And Joey says,
Craig's like it's Sweet Home Alabama or something. Or no, the Oklahoma song. That's the one. That's the Oregon Trail.
Joey says, SS side scrollers makes me happy. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that. I'm glad that we can do that. And by the way, 70 is not cold. 70 is pleasant for sure.
70 is really nice.
Lone Wolf says YouTube.
Best temperature.
What's that?
I think it's the best temperature.
Yeah.
70.
One degree above the best temperature. Like
it depends on the humidity.
Not like
true.
zero irony. 69 degrees is the best temperature. Like, and it's not like some sexual thing. Like 69 degrees, I'm like, that's perfect. It's perfect. It's wonderful.
If you just had that clip We got 69.
We actually do. We do have that, actually. Yeah. Lone Wolf says, YouTube lawsuits related to the throttling of Joe Rogan. Wouldn't that be hundreds of thousands of dollars and or more lost in ad revenue? Yeah, potentially. But they're not really concerned about that. They're concerned about the message when it comes to throttling things. Reese says, stop, give up, learn to play the kazoo. The world is already dead. Oregon Trail Tombstone. And the Lone Wolf says, I'm waiting for the How the West Was Won woke remake. Yes. Thank you for that. Appreciate your support, guys. We're going to read every super chat, every direct donation, every Rumble rant, including John, who came in with a 10, says, hey, Blabs, have you seen Savvy's pasta pic? As an Italian, does it make you mad?
I have not seen Savvy's
Okay,
pasta
well,
pic.
don't you search it. Don't.
Okay.
I'll pull it up. I want to get your reaction real time. Okay. Video Gamer says, best game of the year, Ease X. Nordic's released on Friday. Can't recommend it enough, as it's fun as you'd expect from a new Ease game. Truly a normal game for normal men. Other good indies include Prodigal, Zelda-like, Curse Crackers, DKC-like, and UFO 50. Thank you, Video Gamer 25. All right. Let's keep moving on. We have Joe Rogan, and let's go right into Dragon Age. You want to go into Dragon Age? Let's go to Dragon Age, because there's a lot to talk about here. Okay, so Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Reviews are starting to be released. For some, because in this, people have been not receiving review codes. And I think we're going to start with this guy named Wolfheart. Now, Wolfheart is a YouTube creator who went out to the preview of Dragon Age, the Veilguard, and did not have a whole lot of positive things to say about the game, right? So he posted this tweet out there a couple days ago saying 3 creators, myself included, were a bit critical than others with our hands-on time with Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Not a single one of us will be getting a review code with time to actually give opinions before release. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And he said, then he followed up with, and of course, covering his ass, please keep in mind, folks, that this does not mean that my more critical opinion is better or more truthful than others who have been more positive. I'm simply pointing out how marketing works. This also doesn't mean the game will be bad, but it is something to consider. Now, this person responded, says there were also people who were very positive that went to the event who didn't get review copies also. I definitely think you guys should have been given review codes, but I just wanted to point out that it wasn't only people being more critical that weren't given review codes. He responded with, I understand that, and I did my research before posting. The point is to more so that everyone I know was crucial of it did not get a code, with 2 of us being heavily involved in the party-based RPG scene. It's just not a good look. So it is, however, a good look for investors in the equation, though. So from a marketing perspective, Flash, have you ever received copies of games from these companies before?
I've been asked like a couple of times. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Am I live?
You're alive. You're just a little delayed,
Okay,
Craig. Yeah. But that's just normal.
Oh, damn it. Okay. So Flash,
times,
have you ever received so you've received review codes before?
I've been
I'm
asked
resetting. Fuck.
Anyway, Flash, please continue. Sorry.
I've been asked a couple of times, but I always ask if there's caveats, and there usually always is.
Yeah, I've never been gifted a video game trivia because I am nobody. So yeah.
I'm not going to review something if I can't give my honest opinion on it.
Yeah, I don't know why they. Well, I mean, I do know why, right? Because obviously they want the best positive stuff to be out there, and they want like bloated reviews, but it's not how it works. So yeah. Anyway, I love how chat's saying he's a Gary Boomer moment. Well, thanks, Craig, for leaving me with nothing. Anyway, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to look at everything. Sorry.
What's going on with his internet?
He's just Boomer. I think it's that text is he. I see like, oh, he's back now. And he's scowling at me. Hello.
Scowling at myself. I don't know what's going on. Ridiculous.
Hello.
Well, so where are we at? We talked about the people not getting review codes.
Yes.
Okay. Those who have received review codes, it's been very mixed, to say the least, when it comes to this game. Now, this an article from That Park Places. Dragon Age Veilguard described as piece of garbage and the tool of BioWare along the way. Now, what's interesting about this is the idea that there's one reviewer who did receive the game early, and she is actually a Spanish speaker, which is amazing. But she posted about it over on X. Now, when doing so, she posted her thoughts on the game, as well as kind of how she got the actual review itself. The way she received the review code was by telling them that she was non-binary, and they sent her the review code along the way. And she has not been very, very happy with the game, as a matter of fact, because she's not non-binary, but she gave a scathing review in Spanish, which has since been translated over on thanks to Google Translate. It says, after 3.5 hours of playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, terrible graphics, boring and monotonous game combat, they want to do a copy God of War, but in a bad way. Game does not run at a constant 30 frames per second. It drops and the screen freezes when there's too many NPCs. Many of the dialogues are notably made with AI, very linear, and options lead nowhere. False free will. The creators of characters focused on trans and LGBTQ community, inclusive language in Spanish subtitles. The characters are very robotic. They lack animations. The script doesn't make sense. Neither do the quest from one place to another, killing bugs. Too much focus on homosexuality, lesbians, drags, race swapped everywhere. It's a fucking piece of garbage as an RPG. Stay away from this game. Don't even buy it on sale. It's a pile of putrefaction created by people who have no fucking idea about video games. Uninstalled already. Fuck your mother.
Wow.
She was not very happy about this. Says the game will be the tombstone of BioWare. Like, that is a bold statement right there. So what's interesting about this as well was she said if they don't fix all the bugs before launch, coupled with all the political agenda, the game will be shit. So that's just one reviewer's take on this. But I'll tell you what, they have not been happy about this as well, because those at BioWare have actually gone in and they striked her on she actually was locked for posting this, which is interesting. It says those from BioWare wanting to silence the truth. I got a strike for uploading that I had a code of Dragon Age the Veilguard, but thanks to Elon Musk and free speech, they got it. I'm not going to delete my tweet, and harsh criticism is coming. So she got a strike account for posting just her thoughts on it. That is insane to me. That they would do that. Have you seen some of the fun DEI?
That's insane, man. They struck her?
Yeah.
Wow.
She countered it and she got out. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at.
I didn't see that when I was reading about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. That tells you how scared they are of what's going on with this. Now, if you look at the Metacritic, it's all glowing. Greatest game ever made. I was looking at that right now. CD Action. It's got a 84 positive for PS5. For PC, it's an 80 positive. Xbox Series X, 93.
Well, this goes back to the narrative, right? The narrative associated with when a game's reviews are released, right? Naturally, maybe that's why they didn't get the review codes, because they knew that they were going to get a negative, is going to drag down the review score, and they don't want that on launch day. It's strictly a marketing decision, you know. And there's other things associated with this as well, where there are people in marketing and there are studio heads who get bonuses for high review scores if their game performs well. If they have an 85 or above, or whatever the arbitrary number is, they may get a bonus So there's actual financial incentive for them to more or less water down the review score or water down the reviewers, because they look at people and they say, hey, that person historically has given us good scores, or this person has historically given games in our genre a good score, so we're going to send them a copy. That's really fucked up. Like, that's really fucked up. So the idea of seeing the review score on day one, like, you should not look at that. What you should be focusing in on what are people saying about it a week or 2 weeks later. Because you're going to see, you mentioned Dragon, right now over on Metacritic, the score is high. It has an 84 over there.
Best game ever made.
That's right.
Greatest game ever.
So you can go in and pick it up. Not a single negative review, by the way. Only mid-tier reviews. So, but have you seen some of the fun things that are coming out of like the cutscenes here? This is pretty awesome.
Are you going to show the one as retweeted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it.
Okay.
There's one where the character's asking a trans character if they would use magic to fully transition, and the character says,
No way.
No, I don't want that close to me. Give me a good sock and I'm good to go.
Wait, please find that, Blabs, because we got to experience
You
that.
said Az had that?
Az has it. Go to his account. You'll find it pretty easy.
That's unreal.
It'd be a reasonably recent post.
So listen to this. You've chosen to encourage Tash by focusing on the benefits of a multicultural background. That's a real thing. That's a real thing in video games right now. Wow.
There's also a review that praises it for being overly gay.
Oh, that's good.
If you go to Learning the Law, this guy gave it a Checkpoint Gaming. Gave it a positive because it's inclusive and very thoughtful in wonderful ways.
Blabs, what is this?
He also mentioned that he is gay.
This is
that's
from
important to the review.
Az from Heel versus Babyface. I just blew this up so we can see it. But I just want to point out, she's like an ugly version of Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter. Anyway.
She looks like Zelda or Link.
Anyway, Rook says, take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Then it says, establishes transgender identity and unlocks new dialogue options in future conversations.
Yes!
Says, I'm getting there. I love who I am. Feels good to see the real me. And that little butt word says back. But then you scroll down, and then there are scars are lessons learned. My scars are badges of honor. These scars are sexy.
What the fuck?
And there must be.
This is a real thing. This is not photoshopped.
No, that's real. And then there's another one.
Are you serious?
Non-binary. I just said I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
Yes. Been waiting for a game like this.
Oh my god. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'd say I hope it bombs, but the first 2 weeks of this game, the sales and everything is going to be fucking through the roof.
Yeah, it's going to sell. It's going to sell. And I mean, look, it goes back to the game director. Why is all this shit in there? This is why. Once again, this is the game director. 1 year difference. That's it.
Yikes.
And also, and we talked about the skill up review.
We need to make my life the central focus of the game.
I had this as well. I watched the skill up review. I actually saw a normal man in the chat say, hey, the skill up has the review out. So I started watching it. It's about 45 minutes long. But before they got into the review, they posted this. There's about a 30-second like precursor prior to doing it. So I want to play this.
I want to begin this review the same way I did my Final Fantasy 16 review, which is to say that reviews are opinions. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I expect that there will be a broad range of opinions on Dragon Age the Veilguard, and I encourage you to seek them out. I do not have a monopoly on truth. As I've said many times before, I'm just a nerd with a microphone and a YouTube account. My opinion is no more or less valuable than anybody else's. Okay? All right. So Dragon Age the Veilguard is a colossal disappointment. I really can't put it any other way. I want to begin.
I've got that clip.
What's that?
I have that clip.
Oh, you do? Okay. Let's see what you got.
So this is a trans character that has top scars that you're talking to here.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger. I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. And to Vinter, dreams like that get you killed. But help me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
Wow.
My God.
Wow. That happened.
And that's from that's somebody praising the game too, by the way, because saying you need to experience this game so that you can have.
Can you imagine being the voice actress and having to say those lines and be like, "Yep, there's my money. I got my money. I'm coming paycheck."
Okay, that's apparently from that's from 10 years ago. They say
that scene is.
That's
What?
Inquisition.
Oh, okay.
Hey, either way,
never mind.
Hey, that's still. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh my God! Wow. I want to go back to the skill up, like 30-second quote there, and kind of how he prefaced his review, right? And I said it's almost like he's scared of the pushback he's going to receive simply by having an opinion that doesn't approve. Listen to kind of. I'm sorry. I may not agree with the narrative. I don't like the game. Don't cancel me.
I want to begin this review the same way I did my Final Fantasy 16 review, which is to say that reviews are opinions. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I expect that there will be a broad range of opinions on Dragon Age the Veilguard, and I encourage you to seek them out.
That's what a review is. A review is your personal thoughts of it. That's literally your job, is to review games and provide your personal. Everybody on earth knows what a review is. If you're above the age of 8, you have an idea of what a review is, specifically when it comes to video games. And I was like, oh, please don't cancel me. I don't like the game.
I do not have a monopoly on truth, as I've said many.
And fuck off with this monopoly on truth nonsense. Like,
Who is this guy again?
This is, I listen, Skill Up. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this guy. People have referenced him many times. I don't know. But like, this is my first time hearing a review from this person. They've lost all credibility when it comes to this. And I'm sorry, like, if you're watching this, man, like, what the fuck? Like, before you even start the review, I'm sorry for maybe you having a disagreement with me. It's your fucking job. Sack up. Just be honest. Right? Like, just be honest with your audience. This is what I think of it. This is why I think you have 47 minutes of another review over here of your review, and you go into it. But here's the thing. People are going to they're only going to take this clip and be like, that's right. You go against the narrative. Then we will come after you. Like, you're scared of being canceled. Stop being such a fucking pussy.
I feel like we've seen something of his work before. I'm trying to.
Maybe we have. Like, what a fucking child.
Many times before, I'm just a nerd with a microphone and a YouTube account. My opinion is no more or less valuable than anybody else's. Okay? All right. So
then it goes to dramatic black. Here's what I really think about this game.
Dragon Age the Veilguard is a colossal disappointment.
Why not just start the review right there? Why not? Sorry, drives me fucking crazy because he's scared of the pushback he's going to receive. That's why. That's why I have a problem with this. Big problem with this. It's insane.
Fence rider.
What's that?
Fence rider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is modern video games. This is where we're at right now. And the idea that you can get a review code if you say if you're a non-binary woman, but you can't if you're critical of the game. What are we doing? If that doesn't tell you everything about the approach that these companies have and the ideologues that have captured these companies, it tells you everything. I'm telling you, these game directors, these studio heads, they could go in and Elon Musk the shit out of these companies. Fire 80% of their staff, and you could still make fucking bangers. Instead of spending $200 million, $400 million, $100 million, $80 million, how about you spend $8 million, $15 million on your game? You'll get there way quicker, and I promise you, it's going to work out. I've said this all along. If I had $1 million to spend, you know what I would do? If I had $1 million, I would do like 20 games that cost like 50 grand each. I would hire 20 indie devs, solo devs, and I would say, hey, you develop this game over the next, and they'd be quick turnarounds. Here's 50 grand, go crazy, and we'd make 20 games. Be fucking awesome. Because, you know what I do? I want to do a damn thing. I would say, pitch me your idea. If I like it, go crazy. Here's a bunch of money, go crazy. I'm never going to, I don't want to provide any input because it's your vision. That's the beauty of these things. These companies are so bloated. There's so many fingers in all this shit. That's how you get here. Middle management, fucking middle management. It's insane. Hey, I'm serious. If there's any indie devs out there, like solo devs, there's any solo devs out there who want to make a game, who have any sort of ability, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Crazy.
I found a game you could work on.
I'm not working on it. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's not me. Wow. Thank you for that. That's wonderful.
You're welcome.
You know, it's also wonderful. Twisted Trading coming in with the massive $100 super chat, saying, watching this makes my brain hurt. Hopes this makes the normal men feel better. Twisted Trading. Hey, everyone, give it up for Twisted Trading in the chat right there. We do need the boob emote right there. We absolutely do. Thank you for that, Twisted Trading. Appreciate that. Larry says, I just got here, so you probably already brought it up, but IGN giving live Dragon Age Veilguard a 9 is hilarious. Somebody mentioned that the reviewer. Can you see who the reviewer is on that, Blabs, please? The reviewer of the IGN.
I saw the 9, but I didn't look at the reviewer.
Said that.
Well, yeah, let's see that real time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I saw rumors of it in the chat. Just want to make sure. Anime Core says DEI shill. I think you're done at this. At this point, you're making wine, Dragon Age Inquisitor. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Anime Core. Weeb Addict says, if magic can change gender, if magic that can change gender exist, the ABCD crowd would use it, but won't admit because you don't want to have have the quote badges of honor scars at this game. Yeah, thanks, Weeb Addict. Appreciate that. Nathan says, if I wanted to play an RPG game full of gays and transcripts, I would play a hentai game, and there I get better gameplay, sexier characters, and no lectures. Thank you for that. Jack came in with a 5, says, hail side scrollers, Idaho in here in southwestern Idaho. We get the best of all seasons. Being in high desert, we have hot, dry summers, wet to cold winter, and awesome fall and spring. Cheers, gent. Hey, Jack, enjoy that Idaho weather right there. That's great. Suna says his quote at the end of the review is even worse. If you don't like the review, go watch a more positive review. What a load of BS. See, that goes back to, it's all about confirmation bias. That's what's going on. Yes.
What a way to sell your stuff too. I just want to say, it's like, you don't like it, go watch something that's more positive. Like,
yes. Yeah,
way to sell yourself. But
what have we learned?
All right, so I'm looking at the IGN article, right? And I just want to show off. Here it is. Leanna Hafer, you can find her little bio on IGN. Great photo, nothing shabby, you know. But then this is her actual Twitter. She, they.
Hold on. Please go back.
To this one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Do you know her? Let me zoom in on this photo.
I don't know them.
No, that's a woman. We're gonna ignore her choices here.
Yeah, I hate the she they thing. What is it? You're already
she is all
she.
The women.
I want you to use 2 different pronouns.
Reviews.
Are we sure?
I mean,
are we sure that's she, they, he? All right, we'll take this person at their word.
yeah.
Well, I wonder if their identity played into their review.
100%.
Yes. Night Demon says IGN gave Dragon Age a 9. Skill Up said it was bad. Thank you, Night Demon. Appreciate that.
It's because of the ideology that it's got a 9.
Yeah, right. Soul Silver says Shill Up is afraid of not getting early access, right? It goes back to that every time. Goes back to the it always goes back to access. Always, 100%. Mercenary says, please remember the palate cleanser. Mercenary, I do not see your tweet at me, friend. I do not see it at all. So
neither did I. Check the Side Scrollers account.
Matthew says, I turned off all my privacy settings now on X. The account is old and it's kind of been forever. Kind of forgot that it was. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Same pick as here. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. Let's see if I can find you again. And Revan says pronouns are stupid. Thank you, Revan. Appreciate that. Wow. So we'll keep an eye on the Dragon Age Veilguard scores along the way and see just the overall thoughts of the critic reviews versus the actual reviews. Let's just read some of these reviews along the way. Once again, I haven't played it, right? I'm probably not going to check it out. It's not my type of game, but it is interesting to see the response from these for sure. Press Start Australia. A triumphant return for BioWare in practically every way. Eurogamer, a fantasy role-playing game of astonishing spectacle. This is the best Dragon Age and perhaps BioWare has ever been. Wow. Let's get the other side of this. Let's just scroll down and see what we got down here at the bottom. I think that's important to look at just to get the contrasting. The fact that they have Polygon and Kotaku already as TBD, as like to be determined. The fact that they have a placeholder there, it says a lot. VGC says Dragon Age Veilguard feels like BioWare playing it too safe. While it nails what it does best, like the excellent cast and interpersonal relationships, from a gameplay perspective, it feels out of date. Sports Illustrated, they are a part of this as well. CD Action, let's see, GameSpot. All said, none of my complaints detract from the fact that the Veilguard is a mostly sound game that works while you're playing as a class that can take advantage of its combat. I haven't run into any glitches or game-breaking bugs. No side quests that I've completed so far felt obtrusive and too fetch questy. And now I've distanced myself from the mage. Okay, whatever. Okay. Well, vote with your wallets, as they say, kids. Vote with your wallets. That's the best way to do it. So Super Joe's Midlife Crisis is new rule. If IGN gives it a 9, normal men give it a 9. As in no. Thank you, Super Joe. Appreciate that. Night Demon says, some better news is Monster Hunter Wilds is going to open up beta on the 20th at 8 p.m. All right, nice. Stay at Home Hippo says IGN gave Veilguard a 9, Blacksmith Wukong an 8. Remember, this when gamers are refunding and actual reviewing it. Yes. Thank you, Stay at Home Hippo. Quick reminder, over at therealgameawards.com, we actually opened up. Today is the best fighting game. Nominees are open right now. So you guys head over there and become a member. And you can use promo code Alyssa or Gamer. That's Gamer with a Y to get $5 off over there, your annual membership over there, so you can vote and nominate. So head over to therealgameawards.com and become a supporter over there. Jimmy Ray says, I and you are also pronouns. Let's get confusing. My pronouns are now I, you.
Rush hour, anybody?
Night Demon says 1020. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought the 20.
I was going to say, I'm like,
yes.
That happened already then.
Mercenary says, send it again to you and Blabs. Hope didn't mute me. I don't, well, even if we did mute you, you'd still show up. Okay, actually, it did show up. Thank you very much. I see it.
Well, let me grab these on locals. Just Jason $1 tip saying she's culture reappropriating the Voldemort look, and that's for the Elphaba actress. And Spoon Ninja on the $1 tip saying, did someone say Conan's name? No, no one did. Nobody. Not a single peep. Bye. Thank you, Just G. And Spoon Ninja.
Mercenary, I see it. We'll add this to tomorrow's doc if it makes the show. Thank you very much, because we do have another palate cleanser, which I want to get to in just a second. But first, Demon says, games like this have been making my wallet happy. And see, that's just it. Go vote with your wallet, folks. That's the best way to handle it right there. All right, before we get to our palate cleanser today, which trust me, you want to see this bad boy. This is spectacular. Do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. We're closing in on our goal of 1,337 likes. Just make that a normal routine as we go along. 1,337. Hit that thumbs up button as we go along the way. Big ups to Twisted Trading coming in with the massive support today. Greatly appreciate that, and relieving the normal men of some of the stress that they may have. All right, let's go to this palate cleanser here. This is insane. I'm just going to show you this. This is nuts, but at the same time, amazing. Says, imagine you flip to a guy's stream after seeing this. Now you're playing Call of Duty, Flash. What's the weirdest way or most innovative way you've seen somebody get a kill in Call of Duty?
I haven't seen. Oh, you mean like in the game?
In the game, maybe with a unique controller.
Oh, I haven't seen people. Well, there's that one guy that plays with his mouth that's paralyzed. That's pretty.
Oh yeah,
unique.
Sure.
I've seen more unique stuff with Dark Souls games. You see people using pads and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really watch too much Call of Duty. I think the community went way downhill over the past 10 years.
Have you seen the dude who plays the game with a recorder?
No, this is interesting.
Okay, so check this son of a gun out right here.
Holy shit.
How did he not get? Every time I try to do some shit without that and just with a controller, somebody kills me before I can get anything done.
You know, Matthew says this can't be real. Yeah, and right. You can only play that class, or you can only play if you have a very distinct setup. You got to be a sniper. You got to land tall. You got to be well hidden, which he is. You know, this is one of those.
I like being a sniper on Call of Duty.
Well, he's playing it smart. You see, he's actually like hidden. His right side is hidden over here. He's up on top of a rooftop, out of the way. Like, this is not you cannot play this way, any other way than a sniper class. This is one of those guys who dies 600 times for this one shot, and it goes viral.
Yeah, you're dying a lot to do this.
Right.
You see the one kill, but not the 45 deaths it took to get it.
Right. But someone is saying it's fake. And once again, when you look at the notes, I don't think this is fake at all. Because when you look at the notes that he plays, he's only moving in a Y and X axis. There's no regular movement that you'd see. So let's check this out one more time. It's too synced up.
Yeah, I think it's real because it really does move like. Yeah, I think it's real.
Gabriel says, Craig, it's fake. It's so easy to watch a video and to play along. Well, maybe, but I mean, if you did, that's pretty damn good. You know, just saying, if it's like you got me, and my wife's like, you look at things so negative sometimes. I'm like, well, there's a lot to be negative about. And
100%.
I try to look at the right. I try to look at these things and be positive about it, because I want to believe. I want to believe that there's some awesome things happening. And I'm looking up this person, Dino Bino, over on Twitch to see if he streams, which he does. Let me just, I'm just curious here. Let's see. Here's a clip. Here's a clip from Dino Bino here. Oh, he's playing with a regular controller here. So, okay, never mind. It doesn't even matter. All right. You know what does matter? Holy shit. Twisted Trading once again coming in with a 50. Jeez Louise. Thank you so much. Wow. Big ups. So some of these studios could have had this money, but they apparently don't want it. Here's a palate cleanser for y'all. Hey, Twisted Trading. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. We appreciate that way more than these studios will. I guarantee you that. Twisted Trading, the big MVP today, the big pickle for sure. Dan came in, says, whatever's going on with Dragon Age stuff, I have no interest. Never played the original series. It's just insane to me, the reviewers. Yep, that's where we're at. And Nova Slayer says, here's a spicy take. I enjoyed Dragon Age 2 back in the day. My only complaint is it just doesn't play like one, and there was more of a fantasy Mass Effect game. Thank you. Mercenary says, perfect. Then Razor can see it. Well, I actually just got a DM that Razor's sick, and he won't be able to make the show. So we'll need to find somebody for tomorrow's show. Blabs, just a heads up.
That little shit. I just texted him 45 minutes ago.
He's sick. He's a sick boy.
You must have been watching Dragon Age reviews.
just slowly vomiting. All right. Hey, Flash, what do you got going on today, man? You got any fun videos you want to talk about?
I think I'm going to talk about that strike that woman got on X. So that'll probably be coming up.
Use the run sheet. Love it.
Yeah, right. I'm going to.
Well, I got some videos going up, including a post from Thomas Mahler, which, man, if that doesn't nail exactly what's going on in the video games, I don't even know what it is. It's amazing. I'm also going to do a reaction to a video that I saw called The Truth About Dragon Age Veil Reviews, which is from a YouTuber called Fextra Life. So we'll get to that. They have about 1 million subscribers, but they really nailed the ins and outs of it. With that said, we appreciate you guys popping in and being a part of our life, allowing us to be a part of yours. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Please head over to therealgameawards.com. Become a member for only $30 a year. And if you want, you can get $5 off simply by using the promo code Alyssa over there. That's therealgameawards.com, and go on up there and check it out. Become a member by going up to the membership section. Go to the updates section once you become a member, and you can see all of the different things that you can vote on. And actually, voting starts in December, but all the nominations right now. So there we go. Appreciate you guys allowing us to be a part of your life once again. Taker came in and says, my nouns are amateur. All right. Age of Drag Crotch Guard. All right. Thank you very much, Taker. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for all your support, whether it's Director Nation, Rumble Rant, or Super Chat along the way, or you're hanging out with us over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. Have a great rest of your day. Go subscribe to Flash's channel. Go check out Blabs' channel, of course. And, of course, you got more videos coming up later today here on this channel. With that said, have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time, with another episode of Side Scrollers. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.